Hi guys, so welcome to my podcast, and on this segment we'll just be talking about life in general, what is trending, what is happening to people out there, what have we seen, what have we heard, and it's just going to be generally talking, but we're going to make sure me and Mo, that is, we're going to make sure the topics are interesting enough for you to just be able to listen to without losing your concentration or getting bored. Aya, Mo, Ebu, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, how are you? My name is Mo, and Zoe and I are here to talk about what happens in day-to-day lives. So as we start, we'd like to talk about
the begging
culture in Nairobi. And this came about because I have noticed, and on Sunday there is this little kid, a small kid approached me, and he's like, "Uncle, nipatie mbao niende nikakule." And then the kid, it's like he was told to act. Mtoto ameshazoea, anajua mpaka how to act. Facial expression, the way he changed his voice, and I saw the kid from far, he was just playing and having fun. But when nilipomkaribia, everything changed from facial expression, sauti, yani unaona zo ni ile anataka evoke your sympathy, umuone huruma. So nikamuuliza, hata mbao utakula nini, wacha nikuingiza hapa kwa hii restaurant, akatios kibandaski, ukule chakula. And the kid was like, yani unamuona kabisa hataki, but mimi I forced him. Nikamchukua nikampeleka kwenye kibanda told us what they had, and the kid was just silent, like hakuwa anajua nini kuchagua, which I know it's very very weird, especially for a hungry kid
but actually they mostly ask for chips and chicken kwanza watao. Unataka nini? Chips kuku. Because I've bought several chips kuku when I have money.
They even have a choice, but sasa how mtoto mwenye njaa atakula kitu yote ile ambayo utamuoffer, but these ones have a choice, they tell you what they want. So nilipoona na to waste time mimi na the waiter, I just decided to leave, although I felt bad because the kid really,
unless hakuwa anataka food, alikuwa anataka you do.
He just wanted the money. Alafu it's not the first time that we have seen these things. I think hata when we're walking home we always see these kids running to you, auntie, uncle. Mtoto anakukimbilia, hakuachi. Or maybe umetoka kwenye restaurant, you bought something take away, and the kid is running after you, auntie, uncle. Kwa nini watoto wamerecruitiwa kukuwa beggars in Nairobi?
Alafu guys, I think the sad bit is before shule zifungo ulikuwa unawapata saa 9, sasa wako na uniform tao. Wamejaa kwanza hapo archives, and I feel like as parents we are failing. You're strong, you have 2 legs, you have 2 hands, you're not sick, and you're busy bringing your children all the way mnachoma fare, and you're coming to town, and you're making your kids beg all over. Alafu jioni unapatanga, unakumbuka ile siku tulisikia mmoja akisema endo chukue brother yako na sister yako. So
and the kids were well dressed, walikuwa wamevaa tu vizuri, hawakai hata ni kama they are really struggling that much. And I'm talking about this as someone who came from a very humble beginning where we didn't even used to cook at home, but my mother has never subjected me to being a beggar on the streets.
It's like watu wengi sasa wanadeny wa livelihood. So mtu yeye atajua life ni kuomba. Ni kuomba because I don't understand why you have your 3-4 kids in town in different corners begging and following people, and you're a woman and you're well able. Unaweza tembea, enda ukafulie mtu nguo. Enda kwa where something is choking me.
Corona.
Enda kwa maploti, ukigonga vile unaona watu wanagonga, ulizeneza kufulia nguo hata ukipewa 200. Utarudi home with something.
Ukipata hiyo pesa kesho, hata kama it was very hard for you kwenda kufua, then chukua hiyo pesa, ingia mahali, nunua mahindi, enda chemsha, simama mahali uza. Trust you me, that business is profitable and you will make money.
But I think we've become lazy, and we're taking advantage of the fact that kuna corona and people need help. Because I even remember when nikifanya job around Taj Mall, we used to have this mama akona tutoto, alikuwa ngapo na katoto kadogo kana kaka 3-4 months na mwingine na kana wa 1 year. So every time I wanted to help her, spirit yangu inakataa. Then one day jioni tukienda home, mama nikamuona. And the other, okay, inakuanga footbridge. So that side ni yeye na watoto wawili, and then the other side there's a girl. Kuingia kwa matatu unaona mama na watoto wote plus the girl. And then I ask my friend, mama anafanya nini kwa mat? Ananiambia si mama anakuanga watoto wake, hata ule msichana nakanga ile kona nyingine ni wake. So wakimaliza hapa Taj Mall, wanapanda basi, wanakimbia umo. Curfew was at 9. Kabla ya curfew, by 7:30 pia umo wanakaa hapo hapo market. Wanaendelea na biashara, wanatoka kitu 8:30. And I think this is so sad. And I think, I'm sorry, but the government should come up with a platform whereby kids, especially these kids, wanavaa vizuri, wamevaa viatu smart, nguo smart, watolewe kwa streets.
Yeah, there should be a crackdown for that. Alafu hata wale ambao they are genuinely, unajua kuna wale watoto ambao hawana makao.
Yeah.
Something needs to be done for these
But you
kids.
can know the difference though.
Yeah, you can.
There's a striking difference.
Yes. Alafu those ones, they are not entitled. Those ones wenye hawana kitu wataku approach, anko nisaidie na kitu ya kukula, hata kama uko na mandazi atakupokea.
Ukimwambia sina, wanakwambia ni sawa, utapata. Mimi nimeambiwa hivyo mara moja.
Yeah, and then they just leave you in peace. Imagine hawakusumbui. But these ones wenye wametumwa na mama zao, I'm telling you, mtoto anaweza kukukimbiza from KFC mpaka Nation Media.
Na aongee vibaya kwanza. There are those ones who are rude. It's like they're not supposed to pay us. Tutaenda to home.
It's so sad, man. It's so sad how watoto wanaikiwa. And you know the way you raise your kids, whatever you put on them right now is who they are going to be when they grow up. So right now we are growing a generation of beggars on the streets. People who don't believe that you can work hard and make it. Unaona, you deny mtoto wako playtime, you deny mtoto wako kulala mchana saa 8, unakuja kumweka kwa street akimbize mtu apate mbao. Then what?
And that is why this coming generation, I think haitakuwa generation ya mahasla. Cause unaona kama sisi, we grew up knowing our parents worked hard.
Yeah.
Unajua mother, for example, hana job ama hakuna food, mother will do anything. Atashona nguo, atatafuta mahali apeleke tu vitu auze, akuje na unga jioni.
And we were thankful. We were not entitled. Kenya na kuletea, you will appreciate and be thankful.
Thank you.
Na we tunze. Mimi nakumbuka ulikuwa unanunua. We were the kids ambao tulikuwa tunanunuliwa nguo, wazazi walikuwa nasema atakuwa naye. Umevaa nguo 3-4 years or even more than that, utakuwa naye. Umenunuliwa viatu class 4, umeivaa mpaka class 7.
Data 8. And inakufinya, but unajua madhe hana do ama mzai hana do.
But wa siku hizi anataka every day something new, something different. So I don't know where this begging culture has come from, but I think in Nairobi it's excess. And people are taking advantage of other people, which is very wrong, especially coming up with now kids, because wanajua watoto wataonewa huruma and they are going to be given something. But
Kenyans have become hard. Me think the only person saimi usaidia ni kilema. Nikikuona wewe ni kilema, hata mimi unaonanga siku hizi hata watoto wakitufuata me don't even concentrate.
Even vilema, you know, there are point where unataka kusaidia mtu kabisa, unamuona and then jioni unamuona amechukuliwa amepelekwa mahali.
Vilema now.
You start asking yourself, there is that business that was aired, I think, in one of these local TV channels back in the day, where walikuwa wana literally it's an import-export business where they go, wanachukua vilema in Tanzania, they come put them in one huge house, feed them in the morning, they will come drop them off in designated places, they beg, jioni narudishwa nyumbani. Whatever they've made, they give it to the boss. It's a known fact. These people are still on the streets. I don't know if they are bribing someone in our city. So hakuna mtu anawatoa, hakuna mtu anawafukuza, but it's a business. Wewe ukimpatia hiyo shilingi 20 ama shilingi 50, jua inaendea mtu mwingine, si yeye anatumia.
And I think that is why mimi narrow down my helping to this. Kama wewe ni kilema ama wewe ni chokora, I'll give you food. Yeah? Kama wewe ni mama unanyonyesha, I'll give you food. Unless tu nione unakaa yani you need it, that's when nitatoa hiyo 50 bob ama sio nikupatie. But generally I think hata mimi nimekuwa mgumu, because kitambo I used to overdo. Unaona tu mtu unamhurumia, shika hiyo 30 bob, shika hiyo 50 bob, nini, and then you realize guys are starting to take advantage. You meet very youthful boys, very youthful.
Yeah.
Wako hapo. Na unasai wase wanaenda wanachukua ride kwa matatu. Unapata maboy wanapigania ride. Ndio wakulizo mbao. Wa drop wase kwa stages wakikulezo mbao. Wewe kijana hutaki kufanya hiyo job. Unataka kazi rahisi, ukuje wapi? Ukuje tao, uombe do. Vijana wanabebea watu maji kwa mtaa. Unasikia mtu unaenda kwa plot unauliza
by the way ya maji.
Unaenda unauliza unataka maji, uko na maji? Unataka mitungi ngapi? Naweza kuletea wewe, mnanunua wapi? People go, unapewa mitungi zako 5, hiyo ni 100.
Yeah.
Unabeba maji unaletea mse. Vijana siku hizi hadi mtush. Man, unaona ngoso anatembea na masocks na manguo.
Yeah. And there is also online mitumbas. WhatsApp groups ni kali. You find a WhatsApp group imeletwa mtumba, imepostiwa. I buy my shoes in those groups. And they are very good groups. But
unakuja hapa archives unapata a young youth, very nice, with a smartphone. Anakufuata na kuomba do. And then you're wondering, kwani sisi tunatoa wapi yodo?
Yeah. I think that is one of the things that have made people in Nairobi very hardcore. Because watu wengi wao wanasema watu wa Nairobi ni wagumu, but it's not because tunapenda kuwa wagumu. It's situations inatufanya tuwe wagumu. And sometimes hata huyo mtu ambaye unamsaidia ni mtu ambaye he's out to attack you for something. Unapeana pesa, you don't know. We've had all these stories of someone amekupatia mkono, sijui amekuhypnotize, umeibiwa, umepotea, haujijui. So these things happen in Nairobi, and people in Nairobi are not heartless. They are just protecting themselves, because even us, we are struggling, mazen. Even you too, we hide it in good clothes.
Yeah.
And then you assume that person has made it. No, we just shower in the morning, we look good, we come to town, we hustle. Probability is wewe umekula, mimi sijala. But you won't know.
You won't know.
Yeah, you won't know.
And if I give you that 50 bob, pengine hiyo ndo niko nayo.
That's my fare. Yeah, that is what is taking me home. You see mtu anaingia mahali anabuy yogurt, anakunywa, and then you set your child to run after that person. That person, hiyo ndo ile kitu amekula kuanzia asubuhi, and then unataka mtoto wako amkimbize mpaka apatiwe hiyo yogurt.
Mimi kuanza hizo za kukula kwa barabara, I don't give out. Because I'm sorry guys, but imefika point I'm also hungry. Nimeingia pale, I only have that money. Nimebuy kasoda kangu ka 35 ile ya plastic, ama ya 60 bob. Wewe uko kwa street, umeomba the whole day. How many people have given you food?
You have been fed since morning. Yeah, you've been fed since morning, and you haven't done anything because you've just umekaa tu spot moja. Mse mwenye anakula hiyo nani, maybe amezunguka this whole town akifanya sales na staff, amejipatia kitu kake ka shilingi 50 hapo, ka shilingi 100, amekimbia mahali, and then you, hata wewe hauna adabu, maybe wewe mwenyewe utoke uende umuombe. You're like, mtoi enda. Uncle, the kid is running after you. You feel guilty, like, uni mtoto, nimpe nisimpe. But sasa mwenyewe unajifikiria, mimi sijala kitu kuanzia asubuhi. Maze, you're torn apart, but you have to think about yourself at the end of the day. You come first after everything else.
I no longer feel guilty. If I was going to the supermarket and I was buying something and I knew I was going to give out, I will give out. If I went to buy for myself, nowadays I don't feel guilty. I swear nitakula. Nakumbuka pia nimefuatwa juzi hapa Trattora. Nilikuwa nakula meat pie. Acha nikusho, nilikuwa na njaa. And I only had like 3 sock.
Yeah.
That is fair, si ndio?
Yeah.
Nikajua nitenda Naivas, ni redeem bonga points, nichukue whatever, meat pie, na nijoi 3 so ni fair, so ni fair the next day. And I didn't have money. And then some mama sends her kids, walikuwa wawili, auntie tupatie, tunasikia njaa. Pia mimi nasikia njaa.
Point blank.
Niambia pia mimi nasikia njaa, so actually said siwapei.
Na hapo unaweza kutukanwa. There's a very huge possibility utatukanwa.
But for once I didn't care.
Yeah.
Because I'm also hungry. So, I don't know what you guys think about this. I don't know nini imewafanyikia huko town na hawa beggars. And they're the same people who are stealing from people, by the way. Mimi nakwambia nimeona watu wakibiwa town mpaka imefika mahali I even get scared of walking alone when I'm leaving work usiku.
Maybe I decided now I'm going to get this bomber jackets where I put everything inside, because nishai kuibiwa maraka mbili here in Nairobi. Na hata sio kuibiwa ile mtu anakuchopolea hivi. For me it was later and nobody did anything. So maybe, and I make sure that I don't use my phone unless nimefika kwa matatu or where I am going, I don't use my phone. You can call, you can text, I won't receive that call. Because Nairobi, yo. So you just let us know what you think. Are we heartless? Tumekuwa na roho mbaya? Sisi hatupendi kupeana? Ama you think that people have just decided to be lazy and use other people as well?
People have decided to be lazy. Wacha tusidanga. And I'm not saying this because I'm privileged enough kidogo to be working.
Are we even privileged?
We're not even privileged. Because nilionata jana mtu anasema you're working to get your rent and your fare to and fro from work. Unaget?
Yeah.
Ukishalipa rent, unajua ni fare kukupeleka. Tena end month upate hiyo fare back.
Hold on a moment. So, as whatever Zoe is saying, I think now we should jump to the next topic where we are talking about corona, economic hardship, life in Nairobi. Do you think we should leave this town and look for better alternatives elsewhere?
Where is it?
So let us continue from where you stopped. Let us talk about everything that is happening right now and how this situation has hit you and what do you think that people should do.
But I also read today morning, someone was saying wengine wetu tuache kujifanya before corona tulikuwa na pesa. Before corona hatukuwa na pesa na hatujawahi kuwa na pesa.
Yeah.
And that is because we've been surviving. People are surviving on a basic salary of 30,000.
Yeah.
Most Kenyans actually.
Actually, yes.
Most Kenyans.
It is 30 to 50. A lot of people survive on 30 to 50.
Sema 50 watoe tax.
Sasa 50 sindo wale. Now 50 is the mid level. People who are supposed to be earning 100 plus ndo wanalipwa 50. And then the beginners huku, most of them wanalipwaga 10 to 20. Ukiendelea sana, ukipromotiwa unapatiwa 30.
Na nakwambia yo employer anakulipa 20k anaona yani amekusaidia yani hata una formula miguu. That's another thing.
Yeah.
So you go to work every day, you get your 30,000, you pay your rent 10,000, unajifanyia ka shopping ka 3k if you're a bachelor. You do ingine ulipe madeni, uanze kukopa fresh kwanza.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why Tala branch and these other things are really thriving in Kenya. Because now Kenya is a lending.
Wameamka.
Yeah, it's a lending country where you borrow, you pay. It's a constant cycle ya kuchukua deni na kulipa. So you tell me, what do you think about it?
But again, mimi sidhani, do you prefer ulemewe na life urudi Ocha ama ulemewe na life uende uishi na beshte yako uhustle? Like in a situation whereby huwezi lipa rent anymore, do you think you can go live with either your friend in Nairobi, your relative, or you do what people are doing, you pack and go home?
I think as Nairobians we have this thing that we assume that life revolves around Nairobi. That if you're not in Nairobi, you won't make it. And I think it's a perception that was engraved in us kutoka tukiwa wadogo. Ukitaka kusoma lazima uende Nairobi. Ukitaka kazi lazima uende Nairobi. Everything is in the big city. Here kijijini hakuna. But I have seen people who have moved from Nairobi and they say that adjusting into the village life it's really hard, but once they got a hang of it, they are not coming back to Nairobi again because life is cheap. Interaction with human beings is cheap. Good. Yeah, interaction with human beings there is good. Like they feel like the sense of humanity, that these people have more humanity than us.
But it's good kama mko na shamba and you're working on that farm. Because me remember there was a time at my shosho's place walikuwa wamepanda nyanya, wamepanda vitunguu, wamepanda maharagwe, kunde, skuma, spinach. But siku hizi ushago tu wataki kufanya hiyo kazi. Watu sasa wanataka kukua kama Nairobians. Uko na shamba imejaa zile manini za mahindi. Zinaitwa maize stock.
Yeah.
Imejaa uling'oa mahindi ukaacha hiyo kimti hapo. Yeah. Shamba imejaa manini what is it called? Ile kitu ya mahindi ile inashikilianga mahindi.
Sasa hiyo sijui kwa sababu mimi sijawahi kwenda kwa shamba.
Si mahindi huwa inamea na ile mti yake.
Si stock tu ya.
Unapata hizo stock zimejaa, zimekauka, zimetani yellow. Mtu hapandi kitu.
Yeah.
Anangojea msimu wa mahindi tena apande.
I think it's because of the narrative that people have. I also have a colleague who I used to work with. Alikuwa ni let's say he's like a office manager, just yani anafanya kazi za hapa na pale, mnamtuma hapa na pale, errands nini. But the guy had a very big farm in the village. but he stays here. Sometimes unajua there are those colleagues who will disrespect those people who are below them, yeah. So you see kabisa he's being disrespected, hata tumwa leo yote, hata fanyishwa kazi zingine, mpaka you feel for this person. But this person has a very big farm in the village, so you're wondering,
what is the
you have a paycheck which can guarantee you a loan. You don't even need loan. Ukienda kwa hiyo shamba yako uilime vizuri, uiangalie vizuri, you take good care of it. Once you harvest that thing, it's going to pay you 100 times what you're being paid by this person. But why do you prefer being employed here in Nairobi rather than going somewhere and getting your hands dirty?
But you see, COVID iliamsha watu wako Nairobi wenye wako na mashamba.
Yeah.
Nakwambia watu wamepanda. Those people who are living in big houses with two small gardens, yeah. Waliamka. Watu wako na mahao Machakos, Kajiado walipanda vitu wewe. Me remember last year ilikuwa kila mtu na gari yake. Huyu na mayai na kuku zake anakuanga amefuga kwa boma. Huyu anauza hizo kuku zingine.
So COVID was a blessing in this,
anauza nyanya, vitunguu. People woke up.
I have a friend of mine who was I'll say he's an Instagram friend, a very nice dude. Actually, you should check him out. He's called Jason Runo. This guy had a very beautiful career in the aviation, then he later transitioned into entertainment. Very great comedian, actually. Right now, he has moved back to the village, and what he's doing is doing beekeeping. He's doing beekeeping, anauza asali. He's learning about it. He's passionate about it. He's teaching people how to do beekeeping. It takes a very small piece of land. It's a very lucrative thing. He is happy where he is, and he's happy where journey has taken him. So I think Corona has made people wakuwe smarter to see opportunities where people assume that is not an opportunity. Kwanza country kama hii yetu ya Kenya, where we depend mostly on other people to feed us. Because trust you me, so many people think that Kenya we have enough food, but we don't. Si ufidiwa na Uganda na TZ. So you having a farm or not having a farm does not limit you from doing agriculture. Because hata kama hauna shamba, you can lease shamba. Kama wewe for example, the way ukienda huko ushagokoni unaonaga mahindi tu zimenaniva, kuna mtu anafanya kitu. Imagine if you had the capital and the know-how of doing agriculture, you just lease that farm. Na usingoje rains kama venye watu wa kijijini wanangojaga rains. You do the smart agriculture, you're going to make money. You're going to be your own boss. Hakuna mtu atakuuliza kitu. And after leasing that farm for 3-4 times, na utengeneze good harvest, hopefully, you can buy that land.
Yeah.
You go all the way into even processing. You even do your own processing there. Imagine how big that thing can become in the next 5 to 7 years. Because even employment, unaingia mahali, wewe ni intern. Intern squeeze, it takes probably from 6 months to 1 year, depending on how your boss wants to take advantage of you.
Intern maisha yako yote kwanza usipochunga. Wanakuambianga tu we will check on your contract.
Yeah,
we will check
we'll
on your
review.
contract. Na mwaka inaenda tu inaisha.
Mimi I was an intern for 1.5 years.
You're surviving on pocket change ya ofisi.
Yeah. So, waste 1.5 years being an intern, then later you have been given that contract, you've worked for 3 years, haujawahi promotiwa. Maybe baadaye anakuonea huruma na kupromote, then anakuongezea 10,000, now you stay there for 5 years. Ukija kushtukia you are on your 7th year to 10 year. But hii kitu unge invest maybe in your farming. Or if you're an artist, you invest it in your art.
Actually in art, kuna msi anashindanga ameimba huku tao, anaimbanga country music. Amefanya ile style ya majuu, he's some guy. Ukienda side za IMAX pale juu penye na Kumat Lifestyle ilikuwa utampata. Akona gitaa. Na alafu hiyo bag ya gitaa anakuanga ameandika, akona kitu kama ameprint picture yake na music anaimba hiyo siku. So anaimba and then kitu ni boni mtu eziona na hustle. People just pass. Ukiangalia hiyo bag yake gitaa iko tu na 10 bob na
I think I have seen him here in Restaurant Plaza. Hiyo huko jioni, and he has a voice.
He has a voice.
Akona sauti nyingine very nice. He is very good with his guitar, but amesimama tu hapo peke yake anaimba, then watu wanapita tu.
Don't see that as mimi afadhali nipatie huyo kuliko nipe chokora.
Yeah.
And if you see people making
tuseme kama basi haujifeel kumpatia pesa, we kwenye hicho kiroho chako umeona kabisa sitaki kumpatia pesa, enda muulize can I take a video of you as you're singing, then post it on my social media?
No, even tell him, encourage this person, keep up, you're gonna go somewhere, this is gonna work out. You don't even have to give the money.
But
you know that
true,
word of encouragement?
Yeah.
It really does a lot for someone.
Yeah, that affirmation, itamrudisha hapo kesho. But pia as you have affirmed him, also muulize. You know, help vitu ndogo ndogo can take you very far.
Alafu, kitu ingekuwa tu msee amesimama mahali anatwerk, inge-attract a lot of nonsensical attention.
True.
Kama mnaweza simama msikize hao watu wanakuanga na miti shamba, wameka sijui Fanta, Coca-Cola, na sijui machungwa, nyanya, beetroot.
Kwanza hiyo watu wanapenda.
Kama unaweza kwenda kusikiza hiyo nonsense, I'm sorry to call it nonsense. Mbona usisikize mse mwenye anajaribu so hard hustle using his talent?
And he's not even fake, because you can see we have a lot of fake musicians in Kenya, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to dive into that conversation, but I know we have them wamejazana, and they're the ones who force us to listen to Kenyan content when half of that content is crap. That is a topic for another day. This person akona sauti, ukisikia, it is raw, it is nice, it is very great. Imagine sasa ikiingizwa studio ispiciwe kiasi. This guy can make something amazing.
And then you go, I'm sorry, you go to support people, I'm sorry, like Mbarambara, who are just doing everything to catch attention. That guy, hakuna talent. Poleni, hakuna Wakisi, poleni, hakuna talent.
It's not even about Wakisi thing. The guy doesn't represent Wakisi, he just represent his art.
Ni mediocre. It's childish. The juzi akiwa kwanza NTV, I didn't find anything amusing. I don't know why people
were you cringing? I'm
like, you're a grown up. What the fuck are you doing jumping on top of desks za studio? What are you doing? Unaruka ukirusha miguu. Hata kama ni art, hiyo ni art gani? So unaenda mna support huyu Ezekiel Mutua, anataka kusupport mtu kama huyo doing absolutely nonsense. I am sorry again, although I'm not
Why
so
sorry. Are you sorry?
I'm not
It's
even
your
sorry.
Opinion, just let
Alafu,
it out.
mnaacha mse kama huyu mwenye kwa street, huwezi hata mpea 50 bob.
Yeah. But again, it comes to the fact that I think Kenyans
love mediocre
we as Kenyans
content.
we love a lot of mediocre content. Anyone who is doing nonsense. Ujinga, things that are below average, below standard, those are the people who get the biggest views. Those are the people who get attention. They are being played. But wase wenye wana, they have
legit and real talent, they are not supported. And it is so sad.
It's very sad. It's very sad. Because when you see art from other countries, zinakufanya we uone aibu of whatever you guys are exporting out.
And this also goes, and I'm going to say this, our dear, the veterans, our celeb, when you're celeb, they do not support you until you break the internet yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and me, I will say this, when I was doing my Prodigy's Chamber shooting, I have inboxed a lot, kina Jalango, kina Eric, kina Nani. Right now on Single Parenting, I have inboxed a lot, kina Morino Etitu, Ted Josiah, the whoever and whoever's. And then it hit me, they will never support you unless you get to that point whereby you've broken the internet and you're already a celebrity. Na ndio mtu alikuja kuniambia, unaona mtu kama Jalango hawezi saidia mtu hajulikani. Na nimefanya research naona ni ukweli. Jalango will pick you if you are a known person and you're going through shit, and that's gonna add points to him.
Yeah.
But enda huku nje. Hawezi huku nje, I don't know if he does. If he does, please tell us so that we don't be judgy here.
Actually, it's not judgy, it's just us airing our opinions and what we think, because in other countries there are talent recruitments, and this talent recruitment is not you looking for beautiful girls who can twerk and do a lot of nonsense, or you knowing beste yako mwenye anajua beste yako mwenye anaweza kurap ujinga. Is you going out and looking for that raw talent, because trust me, Kenya has amazing talent that has not been tapped yet. But hakuna mtu mwenye anataka kwenda kutap. Anataka we mwenye ungangane huko,
break even,
ile siku
alafu akuje ku ride on your fame.
Sasa ile siku that you will make it, oh my god, they will be there. This is one of our own. And that is where now you get Kenyans making a lot of noise asking Lupita to do stuff for them. When this chick was hangaikaing huku chini akingangana, nobody even knew her.
No one mentioned her
even when she was doing and this is my opinion, when she was doing Sugar, I think most people were not focusing on Lupita. Most people are not
big shot.
Yeah, people walikuwa Nick Mutuma, sijui dem gani, they were so focused on those. Kalupita kalikuwa hata hakaangaliwi. But sasa hii cause akona Oscars and everything, now everybody wants to, you are part of us by fire by force.
And that is just going back to what we were talking about, the corona issue. I've seen, we have these kids when you ufanya acrobatic maneno zuku tao, you'll find them kwa different stages and they pull nice stunts. And I'm thinking, bala kutuma mtoto wako aombe, unavile watoto wamejikusanya wanangangana. I've never seen any Kenyan celebrity ama well-able Kenyan support those kids.
Because even posting them, you know, the least you can do to someone is just even post them. I remember, you know, there is this group of Watoi from I think it's from Nigeria. I think they are called Korede Boys or something like that. They always wanatafutaga movies, great movies that have been made and then they redo. So there's a time they redo walifanya hii movie. There's this killer movie that ilitoka last year. I can't remember the name. Chris Hemsworth. It was an amazing thing. It was shot between India and Pakistan or Sri Lanka somewhere. They did it so nicely. Chris Hemsworth himself aliwa post. They got that fame. Haya, mtu kama Show Majozi, what propelled Show Majozi kufika penye yuko? It's because John Cena alisikia hiyo kitu, and John Cena was told this person is playing with your brand, you have to sue her. And he said, no, I'm not going to sue her, I'm going to use hiyo nani yake propel, because now it's something Kenya naongelea ni kitu inanibamba. John Cena alipomnani, she became even bigger than how she is right now. But here in Kenya,
these guys are so, and I'm sorry, they are so hungry to make more money that they do not think about you people who support them. Nasiko by, I do not think there's any artist in Kenya right now or celebrity who genuinely loves people and wants to see anyone succeed. It's always about, what am I going to get from this person? Sawa, what fame am I going to get? What endorsements can I get? What sponsorship can I get for this person that I'm going to have to bite something from it? And so I'm thinking, if you're sitting there and you're thinking these celebrities, saidia you generally, ni uongo. And if they actually cared, right now we have so many people suffering. So many people with no jobs. These people could come together, unite, na ungesaidia watu wengi sana.
Hata wacha tu kusaidia ile kuwapatia maybe support. Unaona kuna ile kupatia watu support, shikeni pesa or will help you with ABCD. Don't even do that, because I think even them, they are hit by this corona thing. What I always wonder about them is, corona imekuja, imewagonga pia nyi as much as imetugonga sisi. You guys have learning. You guys have still a bigger voice. A lot of people, when they hear things from you, they wanaiamini kuliko wakisikia kutoka kwangu.
But kijitu wanasema ni corona is here, we stand together as Kenyans.
Why don't you make enough noise? Have you seen Nigeria when they were protesting about End SARS? It was Davido amesimama hapo mbele. It was Tiwa Savage. It was all this other,
whatever.
It
all
was
the artists,
crazy people on the streets. But here in Kenya,
they don't do shit. All they want is for you to support their content.
I know a few who at least wanna protest in a very beautiful way.
Mtu
kama Njugush does a good job. You should check his content when he screams about this thing. He does it it's a satire, but he does it as
I do not want people to go out there and start beautifying what is happening in their country so that wasiharibu kenye wanapost kwa platform yao ya social media. You have a voice. Make 20 or so, the same way una promote music yako, you can put 100 videos. Make 20 plus so videos of you promoting this country. Have you seen what P Diddy is doing? P Diddy is going back to wale nini wa kitambo. the blacks, the leaders, the black leaders, kina Martin Luther King, every day anapost a section of videos of kina Martin Luther King fighting for the country. Every day. Kenyans, what they'll do, utapost hapa, ati Kenyans are dying, no jobs, hunger, depression.
We are
on our own nonsense. Next post, umeka mdema kitwak. Next post, guys, go to YouTube, listen to my music, let's get to 1 million views. Next post ni kitu ingine nonsense.
Rest in peace DMX.
Alafu kitu next uko kwa hoteli unakula shrimps na whatever nonsense you eat, this raw fish, I don't know, sushi. Alafu the next time you're posting about anything to do with what is happening in Kenya is 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Tuliona msee murders were going on, only few people who posted. Do you even remember? The thing is, they are not trying.
And then they will say Kenyan don't love.
And I think it's because it does not get them money.
No, I think for us, we don't relate with them. And there is this pomposity with Kenyan artists. Once they wakipata tu fame kidogo, wakihit a few likes, they assume that they are better citizens. Wako kwa sakoli yao yenye it doesn't involve you guys hapa chini. Unaona? And then they're kind of scared. You can't talk about revolution and you guys...
You're doing nothing about it.
You have the voice. You command an audience. People listen to you. Angalia, for example, mtu kama this Embarambara, who people are now really talking about him. Imagine tu mtu kama huyo, if he decided to post a few things like this, even speak in his mother tongue in Kisii, ni watu wangapi atawachanua huko Kisii? And we're not saying chukueni mawe mwende mpigani. No.
Angalia kama Calligraph Jones juzi ni jana ama amepost akiambia Ruto after history ya kunaitwaje
Thika Road.
Anaambia Ruto ati if he does something atamfanyia nini for free.
Atamfanyia campaign
for free. Hadi Otile Brown akamwambia why. Otile Brown actually attacked him and I'll put there so that you guys can read. And I'm thinking, why are you kissing us? Umfanyie for free for what?
Plus he is in
for your talent.
Plus he is in the government. Exactly. Whatever happened there, it is part of him.
Responsibility yake kujua wa Kenya, they need support, and I'm gonna do it because these people waliamka 3 a.m. 2 a.m. kwenda kunivotia. Their money is paying me, so why should I put down my talent and do shit for you for free? You're a billionaire for crying. Hata Calligraph Jones alinisinya, by the way. For what?
People need to speak. Unajua, revolution, I also checked this morning on Twitter and a lot of people are like, look, they are comparing pictures of Libya before Muammar Gaddafi, and then after the revolution and what happened. That was not a revolution. Please learn things before you start posting things. There was nothing like a revolution in Libya. It Kenyans was something totally different.
Kenyans huwa wanaona kitu ina trend social media, hawaendi ku get facts, mtu ana repost. Alafu hapo juu anaweka opinion yake, opinion from the few lines amesoma kwa post ya mtu.
Yeah. It was revolution on CNN and other places, but everyone knows that the Libyans were not, hawakuwa na shida na Muammar Gaddafi. Muammar Gaddafi alitolewa with other powers, and now those other powers want Libya to continue fighting because of something very different. And I'm not going to dig deep in it. That is what I think and that is what I know. But in Kenya, we're not talking about revolution ya kwenda kuvunja manyumba.
We're talking about people finally having the courage to stand up and go to the streets, protest peacefully. I will be there, by the way. Me, I want. And tell this government, you shit. There's nothing you're doing. Mnatukamua, mnatuua. Period.
Because Corona has not done anything to us. Even before that, economy yetu ilikuwa inakufa tu polepole. Investors were running away. Remember when SportPesa pulled out in Kenya and a lot of people lost their jobs? There was no Corona by then. I think it was Corona in 2019.
Maybe imeharakisha watu ku lose jobs. And watu wame lose like thrice the number like before. See, retrenchment was there. But now I think retrenchment imefanyika 10 times more than.
And that tells you a lot about your economy. If a pandemic hits and you guys cannot even stand on your feet, it says a lot about your country and the economy. Now, who told you Kenyans that 80 pandemics zimeisha? who told you pandemic zimeisha? Today is corona. Who knows what will happen tomorrow? We live in a world full of bacteria and viruses. Something else might come up. Kama sio hiyo, it is weather patterns. We might, Mwenyezi Mungu atusaidie na zisitufike, but you've seen countries where cyclone imepita na imeharibu kila kitu, or maybe you had an earthquake imeangusha kila kitu. So if we are not prepared for that, kila siku tutakuwa tunaliaga, oh yeah, it was the earthquake that has took our jobs, it is the cyclone, it is that flu. Mpaka lini?
But it's because Kenyans, most of us don't have a saving culture, we don't have an investing culture, we live by the leo ni leo, kesho Mungu ata provide.
But let me ask you,
you also, get 1,000 bob, hauwezi fikiria usave 500, unatumia yote at that particular point.
Okay, I understand Kenya unasema, but let me also challenge you kiasi. Umefanya kazi for 5 years with 30,000. Break it down for me how you will save that 30,000.
My mom told
and
me,
you're a single mom.
My mom told me one thing. It does not matter how hard it gets. No matter how little you're earning in your salary. Jinyime hiyo thao, save. Aliniambia hata upitie ugumu gani. Salary yako kama ni kidogo, toa thao. Kama ni mingi kidogo, toa 2K. Ufoago, kuna vitu unaweza foago. And this is the thing, we love eating meat, we love eating chicken, we think we need to have milk, tea with milk, we need to have bread with Blue Band and peanut and jam. Do you know these are things you can forgo and save? Ebu angalia, peanut ni pesa ngapi? The cheapest ni 160. Honey, cheapest ni 250. Sinu kweli?
Yeah.
Nyama every day unaweza nunua ya 200. Ebu niambie ukijiambia kwa wiki utakuwa unakula mkate na hiyo Blue Band, utoe peanut na jam, umesave dongapi? Jam inakuanga 160, peanut ni around hiyo 160, hiyo ni 320 umesave. Ujiambie kwa wiki, I don't need milk tea by the way. Kwani utakufa?
No.
Useme hiyo 55 yenye unabaingi nayo maziwa imeongezeka, bale uweke urushenge mahali hiyo 50 bob. So you used to buy milk every day. Sasa sema, for the next 2 weeks I want to try, I forgo milk. Hiyo ni dongapi umesave? 55 times 14. You can save
a lot. And not even on the basic things, kuna vitu vingine which are just irrelevant that we always buy, zenye hazitusaidi. And on that matter, please check Centonomy 101. It's a very amazing classes where you can learn so much about money matters, how to save and all that. Jifundisheni hizi vitu wa Kenya.
Because kuna mse mwingine najua hana stable job, ni hustler. And then nikiona yeye alikuwa ananionyesha shopping list yake. Mi hata at least niko na kajob, hata kama kananipea tunjugu kidogo, tunjugu, the peanuts I'm getting, I'm like, hata ningekuwa na do singe. Unaona shopping yake, vitu zimejaa. Ameandika hapo pork 4 kgs, beef 5 kgs, chicken 1000, hizo ni kuku mbili, liver, minced meat, nyama ya mbuzi.
Anafungua butchery.
Hapana, atiza kuweka kwa fridge. Alafu ujue hana job.
Yeah.
Ana hustle. Nikamuuliza, we, hizi vitu don't you think ni nonsense?
Yeah.
Because kama mimi, I don't even remember the last time nilikula nyama ya mbuzi.
No, I think tuko na ile ya you have to show people that you made
have
it, that you have unafanya hizi vitu kufurahisha watu wengine. Yeah, it's food and other takataka ndogo ndogo. Because also in the offices I have noticed a lot of people who work in these offices in town, ukimwambia bebe chakula from home anaona aibu.
Utaki ulikula githeri dada, beba githeri yako enda uongo.
Yeah, unaona aibu. And there is a lady that I was watching on Centonomy 101, she said she saved her money. Lunch money was 300 every day. Ali save kwa mwaka mmoja. Akaja sijui akaongezea na nini, and that saving ilimpatia enough money to do a Europe tour.
You're actually even challenging me. Mimi nakwambia from
imagine a whole Europe tour, na ni mtu anatamani kusafiri.
Ujinga ya marashi na makucha na wacha.
Yeah. Okay, makucha si unaweza jifanyia home.
Naweza jifanyia hiyo 500. I want to start saving.
Yeah.
Nianze kujipaka mwenyewe.
You can do it at home.
So what we're basically saying, as much as life is hard, let's try develop a saving culture. There are things you
and
spend on.
And investing as well.
Yeah. There are things you spend on that you don't actually need. One, you don't need to eat meat every day. Eat kwangu meat once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah? and I've invested more in buying maharagwe, ndengu, vitu kama hizo unaweka tu.
Si lazima upande boda kila mahali. Eti hapa na pale hauwezi kutembea, unataka kupanda boda. Tembea, it's very healthy for you. Also look for alternatives. I once told a friend of mine, penye unaishi, make sure that you have 3 to 4 options that you can get to that place in a matatu. Mimi ninaishi South Sea. Where I live, nikichukua matatu ya kwetu, it's around 100 or something. But when I take a matatu that inapita Mombasa Road, it's 50 shillings. So mi upanda hiyo ya Mombasa Road, ninashuka and then I will walk a small distance nafika kwangu. Mtu anaweza niita stingy because I'm saving that 50. But that 50, my friend, kwa mwezi ni pesa nyingi sana.
But now, you see, because we want to close on this our conversation today, this is my end, and then more atawambia. Tips on saving. What have we said? Save on that money you buy nyama every day. And if you are like me, I used to say kitambo siwezi kula ugali bila nyama. Siwezi. Siwezi nakula ugali na cabbage. Kitu singekula. This is the thing. Ukienda nyama save you. Sema Sunday utakuwa unajitray, tunabai hata nyama ya 150 ama 200. Aya. Kama sahi weekday uwezi kula ugali bila nyama. This works. Endo utafute nyanya moja, ndimu, make kachumbari, alafu na avocado. Trust me hiyo ugali utakula hadi ushangae na umesave. Aya, invest in buying easy cereals. Ndengu, kuna maharagwe, kuna French kamande. Hizo vitu kwanza ukokolea mid-month sa ile unajua tu ni makaa unanunua. Invest on those things. That means in between the week, the only money you're spending on ni 80 bob ya makaa. Unachemsha, unakula hiyo mchele na hiyo kamande. Hiyo ni supper, unaipeleka mpaka next day lunch. Umesave by the way. Maziwa sasa imepanda ni 55 bob. Me don't take milk, I rarely take milk. Maybe hapa kwa ofisi kwangu si rahisi. Black tea. If you used to buying peanut na jam na honey, marmalade na unaona sahi hauna do, Blue Band works. Na ikikushinda sana endo buy biskuti ya 5 bob. Paka mkate Blue Band, ingiza biskuti katikati hiyo ya 5 bob. Kula. Very yummy.
You know we need to go into the healthier options, yeah? You can in the morning you can have your leftover food yenye ulibakiza jana usiku.
Na utashiba all the way mpaka jioni.
Yeah, you can have njugu ya 10 bob.
And njugu bloats you, by the way, that's the secret.
And then you can have viazi tamu, you can have a lot of, there's so many healthier cheap options na ziko tu hapo kwa streets.
Nowadays unajua viazi tatu ni 50 bob. I think that's
it depends where you're buying, trust you me. Here in Tao kuna mahali unaweza buy za 50 na ni mingi sana.
Unaona kama mimi what I do, I've invested in buying unaona unga ya chapo na mandazi. So I buy unga chapo 2, unga ya mandazi 2. Enda online. Learn how to make easy kaimatis. Yeast ni 15 bob. And you know you make kaimatis zinakupeleka siku 3 ununui mkate. You know after that tengeneza mandazi. Siku 3 zingine umekula mandazi. Kidogo
ingia soko.
Pika pancake. You know
over the weekend ingia soko because ukiingia soko whatever you're going to get ya 500 kwa soko it's very different from that yenye utapata kwenye the place that you live.
Alafu,
and I'm talking about move kama unakaa maybe South B ama wapi, move enda mpaka Marikiti or hapa
ile nyanya kwanza unauzwa moja 10 bob moja 15 huko utapata ni 5 bob. And you buy stock.
I'm very sure ukiingia Muthurwa na 500 unatoka na vegetables that will last you a week.
Cause kama mimi meshiri where I stay, meshiri za 20 bob zinatupeleka siku 2.
You see,
minji 50 bob siku 2. Kama nyanya, if you do not have a fridge like most of us, what you do is unanunua nyanya zimeiva na nyanya zingine mbichi. By the time hizi zimeiva zimeisha, hizi mbichi zitakuwa zinaiva. Onions, nunua zile vitunguu za 55 mingi, kwa unazianika. You need to learn how to save. And then that money now you are spending on these things. Fungua locked account kwa bank. Unajua locked account kwa bank, you won't access it anyhowly. Usiende mshwari utatoa na 24 hours. Kama ilikuwa rusha hiyo Kama ulikuwa unabai hiyo maziwa, rusha hiyo 50 bob. Kama ilikuwa mkate every day, mkate sasa ni 60 bob, rusha hiyo 60 bob. And then tell me in the next 4 months, and I'm going to start pia mimi, I'm going to start doing that from I think today today is Monday, it's a good day to start these things. And then in the next 2 months nitasema niko na pesa ngapi. Alafu there are things you can live without. Si lazima ujibaie nguo daily. Mimi by the way sikumbuki the last time nilijibaia nguo. I think last year
December. Speak to your lady friends actually on that one.
It is not a must you buy yourself clothes. You can go 4, 5, 6 months without, especially because mimi think nilibai nguo December tuko
and
April.
Makeup too. Women waste a lot of money on cosmetics. Makeup. Cosmetics unashanga ni ya nini? Let your skin breathe, my friend.
I tell you, mean is that in foundation 1 year.
Invest in what do we call
not even
organic
investing.
Stuff. Nunua natural oils and
you
all that.
You pack a makeup every day.
Yeah.
But this is the problem. We want to apply makeup every day. Mimi, I survive on what I don't wash my face with soap. Inakwanga tu maji. I don't apply it after because I have oily skin. So stop applying these things. That's why unapata mtu every month ana spend 4k. Mimi foundation nilinunua last year mid paka sasa haijawaisha. Just napakanga tu nikijisikia kupiga selfie. Hiyo siku najisikia nitokeleze. Nitese. Hey guys, you need to save, man.
Hii umetoa na roho.
Nimeitoa na roho because these are things I've learned the hard way. You know, kitambo I believed every end month I have to buy clothes. Every end month I have to treat myself to good food. Niende ni waste 3k nikunywe, nikule nyama, nifanye nini. But then I've realized it's not a must and you won't die. Not because I'm a parent now.
Actually, I think whatever you've spoken about makes a lot of sense. But most Kenyans, hata hizi chakula na nini doesn't cost them a lot of money more than the party culture. Mtu kila weekend anataka spend 10k ya kunywa pombe, then what?
Bas.
Mtu anataka atoke hapa aende Mombasa. Imagine unaenda Mombasa instead of enjoying the beach na ujibambe, umefika unakimbia kwenda kunywa pombe. Toka club fulani kujeni. Hii pombe yenye unaenda kutajirisha EABL kila siku, mbona usifikirie kufanyia kitu ya maana?
Mimi nimefika mahali nikikrevia hata hiyo sida, hiyo 200 nafikirianga najambia
alafu ujue hii pombe hata utaipe, yani the way you consume it hapo kwa hiyo club ukikunywa ukimaliza, hata hiyo hautapeleka home, you pee everything hapo.
And that's the thing, uko na 200 ama 450 unataka kubuy Hunters. Jiulize hiyo 450 ni nini hauna kwa nyumba. Mimi hivyo ndio hujifanyia. Naona tissue imeisha. Naona afadhali nini buy chakula itanipeleka mpaka kesho, na nitabuy food kama nitatumia kama 200 nitakuwa nimesave 250. Your problems need to make you itch. Because when they make you itch, then you will start spending money well. But that doesn't mean once in a while usijitreat. Me the times nakasirikanga kwanza nikilipo, nenda na buy kuku, napikia watu roasted potatoes, kachumbari, salad, nawaambia
to make yourself feel good.
Kuleni leo. Kesho turudi diet.
So whatever you've spoken about, mimi ningependa kuongezea na story ya now investment. It's not like I have made any investment yet.
Yeah, we are also learning from this conversation.
We are learning from one another, and I have made a conscious decision of when I am on YouTube or any other social site, I'm looking for content that will add value to my life. I'm growing older. 30 inaiona pale mbele, and the older you grow you need to be very smart and mature when it comes to money matters. So mimi sijui much, but there are people who I will refer you to check. One is called Centonomy 101 by Washeke Nduati. Please check YouTube, check Instagram, check Facebook, follow those pages. You will learn a lot, and when you have money, go for those lessons. Trust you me, it's something that will brighten you up. Utakuwa very smart when it comes to story ya investment and saving, and every Kenyan need to have a Centonomy 101 class with Washeke Nduati. Number 2, Caroline Mutuko's page and YouTube. Please go there and look at what she is posting. That lady will chanua you when it comes to money and investment, and you will thank me later.
I don't think there's any Kenyan who talks about money like the way she does.
Yeah, and she doesn't just talk about money like it's a foreign thing. Anakuexplainia bit by bit mpaka wewe mwenyewe unaielewa. There is also another lady called Rina Hicks. And one last person is get yours with Musalia Mwenesi. Musalia Mwenesi will not only teach you about how to do how money matters only. He is going to teach you how to be more confident human being, how to sell your pitch. Unaona the way sometimes we are scared, unataka kutafuta job mahali lakini unaogopa, you think you're not good enough. He's going to teach you how to jipeleka hapo and get that opportunity. Maybe umefanya kazi mahali 5 years but you don't know how to propel yourself to get that promotion. Musalia will teach you how to simama na useme mimi sasa I have done ABCD and I want this promotion. He's going to teach you a lot of things. Make conscious decision when you have time. Na kila mtu akona hiyo time.
Stop using social media to just follow these hooligans who are making money out of your bundles and money out of you. People like Eric Omondi, there's nothing they're doing to build Kenyans. Total rubbish.
But
I am sorry.
Do you know they are there for business?
They are making money themselves,
yes.
But they're not educating Kenyans
yes.
on anything.
And that is why sasa mimi ninawapatia the Kenyans who are educating people and they're adding value to their lives.
People like Betty Kialo, people like Akothe. I'm sorry, there's nothing those people are doing to build you mentally. Akothe, all she does is insult people and talk about how she's the strongest woman alive. My friend, her parents are also strong. They've gone through shit. They're not there on social media. But the thing is, they know you love this nonsense. And so they're sucking you into their life as they're making money out of your attention. So find things that you give attention that are building. Usitoke hapo tuputupu. Ukishasikia Akothe anaongelesha mbwa zake amemwambia Stella, sit down. Wewe umetoka na nini hapo? Ukishasikia Betty Kialo amedance huko, amekwambia the way she doesn't care about haters. Na amemarket hizo salon zake na hizo
ameongeza pesa.
Wewe umetoka hapo na nini?
Because unajua the world that we live in and for content creators, for them it's numbers. So hata akitoa nguo anajua kuna watu watakuja kuangalia. Then hawa watu wakija kuangalia, that is what they put in their proposal and now they go looking for this endorsement.
You're living there empty.
Yeye anatoka na deal yenye inamcost yani anapata millions hapo.
Wewe unatoka hapo.
Wewe umewaste bundle, umewaste time.
Bado unarudi
and actually you feel horrible about yourself because you're like, guy, you're living such a life na mimi tu niko hapa kwenye kabet sita kangu sijapata kitu. But if you go to people like Caroline, Rina Hicks, anakufundisha how to do investment. Vitu ndogo ndogo kama I'm a Muslim so I don't do anything that involves interest. But kuna vitu kama pesa yako, kuna place yenye ukiweka it will accumulate interest, itakusaidia. Mimi haitanisaidia but wewe itakusaidia. Haya, there is anakufundisha how to save money na wewe hukuwa unajua maybe wewe ni shopaholic. Wewe ukipataga tu pesa ukinunua viatu you feel good about yourself. So anakufundisha this is not the way to go. Ukisave 300 yako mwisho itakununulia kaland mahali. Analeta watu who are talking about, there's a lady aliletwa and she was talking about how she started strawberry farming kwenye anaishi kwenye I think 2 bedroom but akona ka space kadogo ka kitchen garden. So alianzisha strawberry farming hapo kwenye ka kitchen garden and she gets like kitu kama 400,000 once akifanya hiyo harvesting yake. These are things hukuwa unajua but ukienda ukijifundisha zinakufundisha. Mwingine anajua baking, yeye ni accountant, job yake imeenda but now she bakes. And these are ordinary people, ni mimi na wewe, the normal people. Sisi tu wenye tunaishi kwenye bedsitters wenye tunahangaika, we are getting our 20-30,000. They are elevating your life. So learn, add value to yourself. Jifundishe kitu mpya every day. Learn a skill. Hata kama hautaki kuangalia hawa watu basi angalia how to do makeup. Ukishanyita how to do makeup, enda Dubois. Nunua hizo brushes, move around. Hapo tu kwa esto yenu. Anza tu hata na wale wasichana wa kazi wenye unawadharau, waambie shilingi 100. Yeah, shilingi 100 na kufanyia face beat. Just so.
Hata usiende hiyo conversation kwanza. Hiyo conversation to hold on the next podcast. I think we're going to discuss that on a different platform. How you can make money, especially now, by just sitting in your homes.
Yeah.
But today, now I'm cutting more short, we're just gonna close it at this. Whatever content you're consuming on Facebook, make sure you're getting something out of it. Don't go there empty and come out empty.
And frustrated.
Don't go there frustrated, you come out more frustrated, because whatever you're seeing, you cannot match up to it.
Yeah.
And if most of these people are not adding value to you, either emotionally, mentally, religiously,
even spiritually,
wachana nayo. You may helping people make money, well they're not helping you, ama hata hawatetei shida zako kwa government. Au wakienda kwa gava, wanaenda kuomba madeals zao, matenders, endorsements, waone vile watajijenga. Hawaendi kusema pale wasimame waseme mayouth wanaumia, let's do something for them.
You see, like this issue that happened in Thika Road Juicy, I saw only one person posting about it. I saw only Kate actress was posting about it. The rest, they were quiet, wamenyamaza. Just imagine if all of them made noise and about that thing.
Hata Citizen TV walireport hiyo kitu vibaya sana. I will look for that audio and video. And they said Kenyans who, wale wa Kenya ambayo hawafuati rules za curfew.
Yeah.
Alafu kwanza wakasema tulienda kunini kwa social media. I don't want to use a wrong word, so I'm just gonna put that video there. And this is what I'm saying. And what I got was like, huyu mzee Rashid na bibi yake wakireport news in such a manner, they are forgetting our viewership is what is keeping them there.
True.
They are forgetting we are out here hustling. And this is what I said yesterday at home as I was ranting. Before the first wave of corona ikikuja last year, people at least had to pesa walikuwa receive, you know.
Yeah.
But tukawekewa curfew and people have spent everything. And right now when they put another curfew like that, guys are gonna struggle, because guys have been working thrice as hard as they were 2 years ago.
And everything is expensive right now.
Alafu,
bei ya mafuta imepanda, kila kitu imepanda.
Wajinga wawili, married couples who are taking money of us from our viewership, they can go and say there, Wakenya ambao hawafuati curfew ndio walifungiwa Thika Road. And they're basically saying we are so reckless indirectly that we cannot follow curfew, and they are forgetting we are trying to get money so that we can pay for that decoder, so that we can watch their nonsense on television and they can get money from our viewership. They are forgetting without our support they're not gonna be in those chairs. They are forgetting SK Macharia is part of the government and they're literally leeching money from us Kenyans. They're forgetting we Kenyans, we're giving them advertisements that is paying for their salaries. And that is why I am saying, who the fuck are you supporting? If someone can go on the news, aone situation kama hii, alafu waseme tulipeleka rantings zetu. Actually they say that tulipeleka, no, ranting not the exact word, it's like tulipeleka rantings zetu, malalamishi zetu social media, and they put a video of Diana Marwa there. Instead of them standing and saying, we understand Kenyans are suffering, what can the government do to help us? Alafu utakuja unipostie pale at the best couple hosts, Rashid Abdallah and what is the name of this lady? Bibi yake anaitwa nani?
Nimesahau hata.
Alafu ini couple moja, they are taking millions to their homes, while hiyo opportunity moja wangepatia another random Kenyan pale nje aseme badala ya watu wawili walipo salary, those guys are earning at least $1 million hapo wakiwa couple. How about Rashida report peke yake na Mkenya mwingine ordinary? We have people out here who can host these things and they do not have jobs. Awekwe pale, at least pesa ingie kwa another talented Kenya.
No, they don't care about that. What they care is, unajua wakiweka hivyo mtu na mke wake, they are going to get a lot of viewing.
So it's all, even watch that. I just genuinely nilipeleka Citizen jana.
Trust you me, it's all about viewing, because kila mtu anataka kwenda kuangalia, mtu na mke wake wanaongea. So you, if they pick you or if they pick me or any other person who anajulika, maybe amesomea kitu na anaweza kufanya kitu, haujulikani. So you are not pulling views there.
Ata it doesn't, but you see kila kitu iko na season. Unaona Lilian Muli had her season. Who talks about Lilian Muli now? No one. Do you even remember her?
No.
We only knew she was using her scandals to get viewership.
That's how I'm sorry to say, news imekuwa part of entertainment in Kenya, and that is how it works. You have a shelf life, and once your shelf life is out, utatoka.
Aya, Betty Kielo now, Betty Kielo is like Betty Kialo, let me tell you what she's doing, and this is my opinion. I don't even care. Betty Kialo is using all these dramatic things she posts to keep herself relevant. You know,
when it comes to news and news stuff, the people whom I respect 100%, one, very Larry Madowo.
Exactly.
Huyo mtu mimi nimempatia respect 100%. There is a lady called Shiro Murioki.
You can do it.
Yeah, there is Shiro Murioki. There is this other lady, what's her name? Julie Gishuru.
And you see those people are thriving without mediocrity, without stupid scandals.
And I love them because they are teaching the young Kenyans that
you don't need to
if you work hard enough, if you work hard enough, the sky is the limit. Angalia mtu kama Larry. Mimi, I remember when I was in college, I used to pass hapo KICC when he used to report business. The guy was in a very oversized suit. Maskini unakaangalia mpaka you're like, oh yeah, nani ameleta katoto hapa? Alikuwa anaka intern, but he worked hard. Right now he is in BBC Washington. Wow.
We're busy getting inspiration from the wrong people. Atunaona Betty Kialo anaruka huko akiwaambia how she doesn't care
na visichana vinataka kufanya the same.
Unaona ati DJ Mona size 8 ati wamereconcile sijui nini. We are getting inspiration. Let's go to legit Kenyans who have made it and they have a touching story behind it that they do not air. Kina Janet, kina Julie, kina Larry, these people are not loud on social media.
No.
Kina Caroline Mutuku is only her loudness is actually educative.
Their content, content is king. Content is king. Whatever mtu anatoa ina sell out. And Larry is not only mwana habari, yani yeye kazi yake si habari peke yake. The guy gets called to all these new panels na nini all over the world for him to speak. That is how powerful that young man is.
But
na nika kijana kadogo sana. Larry si mzee. Larry, I think if he's very old,
like
right?
Early 30s.
Yeah, early 30s kama amefikisha hata hiyo 30, but in that short span of 10 years amefanya all this. Yeah, alijenga the trend mpaka ikafika hapo, na when it was at the top akaiondoka akaiacha. Aliondoka akaiacha yeye mwenyewe. It's like, okay,
and
I have done enough.
People expected him to fail.
No.
But
and trust you me, after this, Larry is going to get even bigger than this.
So, we close.
So that is all for today, guys. I hope the next one we will not be ranting. We'll talk about something very nice and itawaongezea quality in your life.
The next one we're gonna do in a day or so. We're just gonna look for ideas that can help people make income from the comfort of their homes right now.
Yeah. Actually, we just want to talk about things that will add value to you. Hatutaki kukualetea hapa udaku who said what, where, how.
Yes.
Nah, we don't want that udaku. We want to give you something that will add value and something that will evoke a conversation where tunaweza kuongea sisi wote, we benefit from one another.
Yeah, so for today, finally, we leave you with go to social media and feed your mind with things that are gonna grow you. They're gonna build you mentally, spiritually, emotionally,
and physically too.
Yes. And with that, I've been your host, Zoe'ivy Lutsili,
and Mohammed
Mahamud.
Yeah.
Until next time, keep safe, guys. Bye. you